hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
And if you was instead of hating, you'd be ballin' too. I know you seen us fallin' too. All the rich niggas is all my crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it, cool. Ooh, you should've seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's gay to haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch. Can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bread, you talk to the hand. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to pitch. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, I'm fly, something like the air. Ain't that something when it's stunting, man? It's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, right there.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back, I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want, I tell them get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me neither. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper in with me. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, ma. Fly you down here and lay you up in my beach house.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeezing, leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeezing, leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. I'm out moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze, leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK to anybody, kill him. Hop out, keep it drilling and spilling. Stay on point, 6-2, gon' split him. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5 boys sell, beat him up, beat him up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sonny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
What's going on? Tracking 375, 307. Salute, King. All things big AMCFSG in the building. Salute, salute. My nigga Joseph Bermia in the building. Salute. Brian the King Falcon. Salute, King Big AMCFSG in the building. Big Terrell Davis in the building. Salute. Big Block with that 454. Salute, homie. My nigga Oakland LDTV in the building. Salute, salute. And peace to everybody that's in the back screen watching and everybody that's coming on later. I'd just like to say salute to all y'all, you know, and appreciate everybody for yesterday. He said he said he appreciate y'all and everything. So, you know, support to the AMCFSG family. I got the link pinned too, in case anybody want to hop up here today, you know, because Dr. Key says she's kind of busy, so she might not get on. But breaking news. I'm not really sure about all of it because I haven't got all the details, but heard Javante Tank Davis has fired Calvin Ford. That's going to be kind of crazy right there. Tank Davis without Calvin Ford. I got to talk to Knockout about it later because I ain't really heard about it, but heard Tank Davis and Calvin Ford have split ways right now. So that's a major announcement right there because, you know, Tank Davis and Calvin Ford, they done been through everything together. So I don't know how this is going to affect his mental and everything and what they doing coming forward. But it has something to do with Coach Calvin Ford making some type of backroom deals or something. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to speculate till I find out about it. I think KO got a video on it, but I was going to talk to him about it before I even get involved into it. You feel what I'm saying? But we will not be getting Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez. And that's a good thing. Because, honestly, if Teofimo was getting the ring with Devin, that version of Devin Haney, I feel like Teofimo would beat on that man. Like, beat on that man without stopping, honestly. And he'd probably style on him, look good, and all that shit right there. And I would hate for Teo to get another brother under his belt. But fortunately, we mightn't get that ass whooping that Teo been asking for because Teo, while he turned down Devin Haney, he said he wants Boots Ennis. He told Turkey, give me fucking Boots. He said, that's who I want next. So Teofimo Lopez, he wants Jerome Boots Ennis next. He said he don't want to fight nobody but Boots next. And it's kind of crazy. I'm sitting back trying to figure out what the fuck is Teo and his father thinking. Will it be his big payday? I guess because Jerome Boots is considered the lineal champion right now with the 2 belts at welterweight. So I guess Teo must be trying to go for a 3-weight class. Listen to my nigga Cool Cal in the building, the general. So I guess maybe Teofimo is trying to go for 3-weight division lineal champion. I don't know, but he's calling out a real one right now. And I hope Turkey gives him that fight. I swear, I promise, I hope Jerome Boots Ennis gets that Teofimo fight. Because all the shit that Teo has said, it will come to fruition. That man will get taken outside to the woodshed. That's what we used to call it back in the day, taking the nigga to the woodshed. And I feel like Teofimo will get the brakes beat off his ass, dog. Like, his power didn't carry the 140. He hasn't got a knockout at 140 since the Pedro Campos, and both of them was coming up from 135. So I'm trying to figure out what type of power does he think he's going to have at 147? Or does he think he's that good of a boxer? Does he think he's that quick? Does he think he got that much skills? Now, don't get me wrong. I may dislike Teofimo as a person, but, you know, I keep it all the way 100 on here. Teofimo has quick reflexes. And Jerome Boots Ennis is a come-forward fighter, but he's also a slick come-forward fighter. Now he will play into T.O.'s hands by coming forward because with this fight right here, Teofimo doesn't have to worry about the action coming to him because the action will be brought to his front door. Like it'd be just like a FedEx delivery, like a DoorDash, like a Uber Eats. That shit, the beef will be delivered right to the doorstep. You feel me? You can call that motherfucker DoorDash or Uber Eats. Like I said, the beef will be delivered right on T.O.'s doorstep. But I don't think T.O. is that skilled enough to get away from it. Like, I've seen T.O. in the fight with Lomachenko. That was a good fight. It was two skilled fighters. Lomachenko pressed it forward. T.O. was countering him and popping him back, but it was at 135. T.O. had pop at 135. He had enough pop to make Lomachenko be like, hold up. But we also seen T.O. go against Sandor Martin, got exposed against Jermaine Ortiz. We seen Steve Claggett, and I see Steve Claggett land a lot of shots on T.O. A lot. And Jerron Boots Ennis, first off, is 5'10". The man has reach. He's 5'10", and he has power. He switches from southpaw to orthodox. I feel like that's a tall order for Teofimo right there. Like, honestly, like, but Teofimo is trying to be Greek. He's trying to be Greek. So I can't knock the man's hustle. I can't knock him for trying to be Greek. I want to see it. I most definitely want to see that. That right there. That's going to be, I hope Turkey makes the fight. And they're trying to get it on the, they wanted to do it on September 12th. And yes, Canelo and Crawford has been set for September the 12th. They have got it firm setting right now. So the fight is done. The deal is set. The date is made. They just got to get the venue. So Canelo and Crawford is a done deal. September the 12th. I think that's right around Mexican. That's not Mexican Independence Day. What day is that? What's up, Brian the King Falcone in the building? But I'm pretty sure Canelo is going to veto Teofimo off his card. But if Teofimo's fighting Jerron Boots Ennis, Eddie Hearns will make that a main event. Probably be a pay-per-view fight, honestly. I would actually pay for that right there. Teofimo versus Boots Ennis. I mean, Teofimo's a step up from Stanionis. But, like I say, with Teofimo, we really don't know how good he is. Because Teofimo, he's iffy. He's like, sometimes he'll go out there, put on a master class, but like I say, it's all depending on his opponent. If he got an opponent that comes right forward to him, T.O. can look good. He can look good all day on that. But if he got a type of opponent that's slick, that sits back and right there, see, two counter punchers don't make a good fight. And see, that's what Turkey does. He don't be thinking about the fight matchups and stuff like that. Like what Turkey does, he just slaps stuff together on paper. He just slaps it together on paper. So we don't know what's going on with that right there. But like they said the other day, his cards don't be hitting on shit. Because fighters are not incentivized. They're not really incentivized to fight on his cards. They don't really got the incentivication. I just made that up. Incentivication. That's an Apex the guy where we just made it up over here. Incentivication. But I do know one thing. Jerron Boots Ennis gets in there with Teofimo. I feel like we're going to see Teofimo get stopped. He is going to get stopped. I don't think he got nothing for that boy right there. And I feel like the power of a welterweight is going to be something new to T.O. And I don't think he's going to be able to handle it. And I think he's going to get what his wife got, beat up, but in a different way. Thrill Hill. Salute, brother. Well, you saying Boots needs to say "Don't waste my time"? Thrill Hill. Why would you say that? Hey, it's just in our nature, Picasso. We innovators, bro. We gotta make some new shit. Incentivification. Yes, sir. But Thrill Hill, you say Boots don't need to waste his time. I feel like that's a good waste of time. Like if Brian Norman, you see, they tried to offer Brian Norman another contract. Thrill Hill. So they offer Brian Norman another contract. Brian Norman doesn't want to fight. Him and his dad, they running scared. They're not trying to fight this man. Who else is there for Jerron Boots in this to fight? Mario Barrios is already in talks to fight the legendary Manny Pacquiao. Teofimo, we make it say whatever we want. We make it say what we want to say about Teofimo, but he is a 2-division lineal champion. He's a former unified champion. So, some people say he was undisputed. Exactly. I want the TO fight too, because I want Boots to beat the shit out that nigga, dog. I want him to beat that nigga for what it is, and what it ain't. I want him to sit there and represent on that nigga, dog. I want him to do it for the culture. I want every time Teofimo to think about a black man, I want that motherfucker to shiver. Like shit, his wife ain't no good no more. She done got beat out the frame, and now he can't swerve with that no more. So now he need to get beat out the frame the other way. You know what I'm saying? So they both could be changed for the rest of their life. But like I said, Thrill Hill, that's a good fight for him because Teofimo has a name. That's a name on Boots' resume. Unless he's gonna fight that Shram Gayasov. I mean, shit. I would say Tio's ranked high. I mean, I think Tio's a better rank than that Shram guy. Shit. Teofimo's proven. And he doesn't have a big following, but if you put Jerron Boots and Teofimo's both of their names up in lights, that's gonna draw a crowd, especially in Philly. Shout out to my brother, Flawless Mentality, Dr. Mark in the building. You said fight is mandatory, so you rather him fight your boy Chakram Gayasov? You think Thrill Hill, you think Chakram Gayasov is a better fight than Teofimo? I mean, it's no wrong answer. I mean, it's no wrong answer. I just feel like he's a bigger name than Chakram Gayasov, dude. Like I really feel like Tio put up a better fight. I really feel like Tio will make it a better fight. It'll be a bigger fight. It'll be a bigger fight. Like money wise, it's a name. Old boy ain't really made a name for himself, but Boots just fought his mandatory Karen 2 fights ago. Unless you talking about the WBC mandatory. But I'm pretty sure if they wanted to make a Tio fight, that the WBC would put hold on that, because you do realize that the sanctioning bodies, they like to get money. The sanctioning bodies, they like money. So, they're going to always gravitate to the bigger fight unless it's the IBF. And he satisfied his quota for the IBF. So that right there is a big difference right there. So he ain't got to worry about that right there. But hopefully Turkey makes that fight right there. Mike Rhymes, salute, bro. You said who decision is it, Boots or Eddie? Honestly, I don't know, Thrill Hill. I mean, the boxer's supposed to have the decision to pick whatever fight he want to make. The boxer is, right? It's supposed to be whatever he wants. That's what it is. The promoter is supposed to promote the boxer. It's supposed to do what the boxer says to do. But I don't think that works with Turkey. I think Turkey puts on the fights he wants to see. And I really don't understand how Turkey works. You feel what I'm saying? But like, it's supposed to be on Boots. They tried to get Brian Norman for a unification match. Well, he spoke on trying to get the Brian Norman fight, Thrill Hill, but Brian Norman and his dad, they talking about waits after the Jen Sasaki fight and all this shit right there. Like they're trying to run away from it. They're trying to run away from it. That's what I was saying, Picasso. The Tio fight would have way more buzz than the Shakram Gaiafield fight. Like I said, Tio versus Boots. That could be a pay-per-view fight, honestly. Salute to my guy, LaMarcus Robinson in the building. Oh, that's what it is, the WBA. I don't know why I thought it was the WBC. I'm thinking about Earl. Earl had the IBF, then the WBC. Yeah, he got the WBA, and that's what Shakram Gaiasolv is. And shout out to my nigga LaMarcus Robinson in the building. Shout out to B-Dog in the building. Well, something gonna come up, yeah. A Breezy in the building, salute. He say Tio mad he wasn't invited to the Diddy party. Yeah, Tio trying to get Diddy, and Diddy done did it, and Tio ain't doing it. So that kind of pisses Tio off. His wife made it to the Diddy party. He didn't make it. Yeah, that upsets him right there. Hey man, y'all make sure y'all smack the like button for your boy. I appreciate it. And if you want to hit the PayPal or the Cash App, it's there too. Appreciate y'all as well. I try to come here every day. I'm gonna start trying to do it on the weekends for y'all as well, since last weekend didn't too many people show up. I know Dr. Key ain't gonna come on the weekends. She already said we take away from her days anyway. So Dr. Key, she not gonna be on the weekends. But while we talking about Malik Taylor, salute. Good afternoon to you as well, brother. But yeah, so Manny Pacquiao came out. Manny Pacquiao first said that he gave away billions of dollars. First off, Manny Pacquiao, you didn't have billions of dollars. You might have made $1 billion. You might have made $1 billion. You say you gave away billions of dollars. What you did, Manny Pacquiao, honestly, bro, you ran for office. You spent a lot of your money in political stuff. And I appreciate you, Manny Pacquiao, because you looked out for your people. And he has spent a lot of his money over there. And now, at the tender age of almost 50, you still trying to fight, Manny Pacquiao. You almost damn near 50. Don trick him, don't trick him. Salute. Oh yeah, y'all right then. In Filipino currency, yeah, it is billions then. He gave away a lot then. But Manny Pacquiao, he also spoke up about Devin and Bill. Because Bill has been ruffling a lot of feathers lately, bro. He's been ruffling a lot of fucking feathers. So, Manny, he came to Bill and he told Bill and Devin, he said, y'all not stars because, for one, y'all not inciting the crowd. Y'all not getting the crowd involved in y'all stuff. And the fans are not trying to see what y'all doing. And one thing about any kind of sport, you got to have fans. Without a fan base, you're nobody. Look at Shakur. Shakur is a talented boxer. I'm not going to take that away from him. But his fan base consists of probably 150 people on the internet. Matter of fact, I ain't going to lie. He probably got 500 people on the internet. Only about 100 of them will buy his fight. Only about 50 of them will probably go to his fight. Right? Amari is the best fighter they got over there in Devin Haney's stable. Amari Jones, he'd be a bigger star than Devin. But they don't market him right, so they gonna make it where, you know what I'm saying, like they gonna fuck it up anyway. But Manny Pacquiao, he said Devin's not a star. He's not gonna be a star, especially the way he just fought. Like the way Devin and them just fought right there, it was an affront. It was an affront to boxing. Like Devin changed his whole style. But, you know, Bill Haney got to come out here with that Bill shit. And I told people before the fight, I said, if Devin Haney wins, we're going to have to hear a lot of that bullshit because they think they're just erases the loss. So now Bill is going at Antonio Tarver now and Money Floyd Mayweather, right? Now, it's good. And this is what I say about the Haney fans. They love to push the needle. They love to move the goalpost. Devin Haney said he done fought 8 champions, right? Jojo Diaz, Yuriokas Gamboa, Regis Prograis, Jose Ramirez. Let me continue. Vasil Lomachenko. Shout out to my nigga Marquis, Big AMCFSG, and my nigga Rod Walker in the building. Salute, family. So, Terrell V, salute, King. So, by 26, said Floyd wasn't a star. This was pre-Oscar. But Devin ain't a star either, not full-time, they say, not a full-time pay-per-view star. Said Antonio Tarver never was a star, right? Said they both was undefeated. Said Tarver lost. But naming Yuriokas Gamboa, Jojo Diaz, Regis Prograis, Jose Ramirez, George Kambosos, Vasil Lomachenko. Like, only 2 of them was champions when you beat them, Devin. One was George Kambosos. The other was Regis Prograis. James Dunnigan, salute. And then they said Floyd has never beat a pound-for-pound #1 fighter, right? Devin hasn't either. When Devin beat Vasil Lomachenko, he was ranked pound-for-pound #9. People were still wondering why the hell was Lomachenko still on the. They were still wondering why Lomachenko was still on the pound-for-pound list. So, Bill, no, we're not going to let you do that. When you fought Lomachenko, y'all even said Lomachenko was old. And the fucked up shit about it, Thrill Hill, you said what's a bigger fight for Boots, Haney or Lopez? Well, Devin Haney will never fight Boots Thrill Hill, so it'll have to be Tiafimo. If they would have fought, I would say Haney would probably be a bigger fight. Just cause I think Haney has a bigger name than Tio, even though Devin. I mean, it's two black fighters, but shit, it's kind of hard to think about that though, because Tio has stirred some controversy, but Tio ain't Mexican. He ain't got the Mexican fan base. He's got the Honduran fan base, which ain't that big. I would probably say a bigger fight would be Devin Haney for Boots. But Devin Haney and them are not getting in the ring with Deron Ennis. That would never happen right there, for one. They're trying to keep Devin away from all active punchers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they're gonna do that. Will Thrill Hill, he not gonna fight Boots because he ain't trying to get his career ended. He fights Boots, it's over for his career. Ryan Garcia already put his foot in the grave. Boots go ahead and finish it off. If he fights Jerron Boots Ennis, that'll be over for Devin Haney in his career. Exactly, Rod Walker. I'll tell you one person that beats everybody on Devin Haney's list and Devin. Motherfucking Castillo. Castillo will beat everybody on Devin Haney's list and Devin Haney. Diego Corrales will beat everybody on Devin Haney's list and Devin Haney. Like, the shit they say is asinine for real. Terrell V, I have to deny you on that one right there because Bill was yelling. If you watch the fight, he was yelling, telling Devin to throw punches. He wasn't telling Devin to run. He was telling Devin to let his hands go. My nigga Ant McQueen, what's going on, brother? I got that link for you. Go on, hop up here, Ant. I can ask Ant that same question, Thrill Hill. Ant, why don't you hit that link, brother? Exactly, Rod Walker. Castillo mops up everybody and Devin. Planet 619, salute. Yeah, Loma was too old when Tio fought him, but Devin fought him 2 years later. And that was Devin's toughest fight behind Ryan Garcia. Man, Rod Walker, he did more than 10,000 steps. He did more than 10,000 steps on that. But yeah, it's funny how they always was saying Loma ain't this and Loma ain't that. But, well, Terrell V, I couldn't say Devin and Ryan are both B fighters because one destroyed the other. So wouldn't one be a lower tier? Like, that's like saying Bivol and Baturviev are both B fighters because, they shit went to the wire. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they was neck and neck. But when you had Devin and Ryan, it was a clear separation. It was a clear separation of skill. And shout out to my brother Thrill Hill. in the PayPal with the $10 holler, bro. I really appreciate that, Thrill Hill. Thrill Hill, the first one to donate for the day. I appreciate that. Appreciate my brother Thrill Hill coming through with the $10 bucket of chicken McNuggets with the sweet and sour sauce with the honey mustard on the side. Salute, brother. Appreciate that. And y'all know I always try to get 5 people to support every day. If we just get 4 more other people to support, that would be nice. I would appreciate that. But shout out to my nigga Thrill Hill in the building. Salute. But yeah, another thing though that they don't say. Okay, Devin Haney fought 8 champions. He fought Yuriorkis Gamboa after Gamboa got beat by Tank. After Gamboa came up from the weight class. After Gamboa, it was damn near out the pasture. And still went 12 rounds with Yuriorkis Gamboa. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from Gamboa because in his prime, Yuriorkis Gamboa was my favorite fighter. He was hell. I always wanted to see him versus Gamboa versus, damn, I forgot the nigga name, the Puerto Rican that got beat by Orlando Salido, got beat by him twice. Because him and Gamboa, they were supposed to motherfucking damn get it in. But Devin Haney is taking credit for fighting washed up fighters. Regis Prograis was washed. Jose Ramirez washed. Rebar said, how ironic that cornball BFT. You want me to tell you what's even ironic about that? BFTV, before I'm gonna say it because Key ain't here today, man. Before Bill Haney and them invited BFTB and them out to their house to eat, right? Yeah, Juan Manuel Lopez, and hell yeah. Before the motherfuckers from the LDBC got invited to Bill Haney's house, we even put up the video where BFTV sat there and said, there is no way on this possible earth that Devin can fuck with Tank. He said Tank destroys Devin every fucking way possible. He said there's no way that Devin could even hope to match this tenacity. And now that motherfucker done flipped the whole goddamn script. I'm like, bruh, come on now. Come on. You're tripping now, bruh. You did a whole video talking about how Tank destroys Devin. And all it took for you was some sliced turkey, some dressing, and some cranberry sauce, my nigga. Some turkey dressing and cranberry sauce with a little mac and cheese. They bought you for that? That's like a nigga snitching on his whole crew for an ultimate feast, man. Like, nigga, you done turned tail for a Thanksgiving platter, man. What the fuck? A Thanksgiving platter. Thanksgiving platter. Motherfuckers don't even know the meaning of Thanksgiving. That's when they killed our people. So they killed our people and they celebrate Thanksgiving, and you sat there and switched your loyalty on Thanksgiving. That's some crazy shit right there. Well, Rebar, I can't really say that right there. See, I was about to say something controversial, but I have some people that practice Islam in here. So I'm not really going to say it, but all I'm going to say is this. That right there, you can't really say is a fact because Muhammad, Muhammad was a white man, and he did marry an underage black woman. Look it up. She was very underage. She was very underage. I'm just saying. So, no fly zone salute, brother. So, I'm just calling a spade a spade. Yep. And he had a very underage black woman. And he had slaves. But they forget to mention that. Yeah, exactly, Picasso. I didn't want to say the age. I didn't want to say the age Picasso, but I had gotten a debate with some practitioners of Islam, and they said that he did that to save her. I said, nah, he didn't do that to save her. I said he did more damage than save her. And you know, what is a white man doing teaching you anyway? You feel me? White people are also the ones that made the slave doctrine. They the ones that also did a lot of shit. But you gonna let them teach a whole fucking religion? But I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna go there because I have respect to my brothers that practice that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they'll come to the light. But I'm not about to, disrespect nobody that does that. Religion is something people rely on. But if any of my brothers ever want to know the truth, you can always hit me on Insta and I can get you right. Shout out to my brother Fresh Baker in the building. Salute. But yeah, it's no defending that though, Picasso. Because if my 9-year-old daughter ever got married to a grown ass man, that grown ass man will cease to exist on this earth. I don't care if he the holy high priest. I don't care if it's Jesus the Christ himself. He not gonna marry my 9-year-old daughter. Emmanuel Carter, Big Coach Nation in the building. We coming back for a vengeance this year. Jonathan Taylor, he feeling good. He looking good. Yep. That's why I let him be Picasso, and like they don't even bring Shane back. Like they got Devin and Bill over there. I mean, crucial content. I just try to keep it real, bro. That's the only way I know how to be, bro. Like I can't sit there and let a lie be told. But I feel you on that, calculate. I feel calculate on that. One thing about it, though, I've done said my piece in all these stations, dude. Like anything I've ever said, I know you ain't talking about me, Cal, but I'm just saying anything I've ever said, I've done said it to them as well. I've got banned, I got blocked. I just don't even dwell on it no more. But it is what it is. It's crazy that all this beef started and starts. I'm glad you did, Big Spring. But a lot of this shit starts over people and their favorite fighter. Like before Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford got into their little debacle and shit, when Terrence Crawford was still at 140, right? The community was great. Like the boxing community, like it was unity in the boxing community. Everybody was betting. I mean, everybody was, before Devin got his fight with Lomachenko and then we was all, it's funny how we was all rooting for Devin Haney to motherfucking get the Loma fight or get the Cambosos fight. We was big up in Shakur trying to get him the Valdez fight. We was all cheering for Tank getting knockouts. We was cheering for Earl Spence. We was trying to get Earl to get the Keith Thurman fight. And then it just a couple people come through and say a few things, push a couple propaganda, and it turns the whole boxing narrative all upside down on its head. You feel me? You get a couple people pushing, Earl ducking damn Terrence Crawford. Then you got a whole bunch of people that really didn't like Earl because Earl was getting money and Earl don't really damn fraternize. And people look at boxers You know what I'm saying? People look at boxers and, you know, boxers imitate their fans, or their fans imitate boxers. And, you know, a lot of boxers start showing a lot of quirky ass things and the fans start acting like it. Then you got niggas like Bill Haney. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you exactly. I'm gonna tell you exactly when it started, Planet 619. When Devin Haney, we was all trying to get George Kambosos to give Devin Haney a chance. Everybody was behind Devin. You know, we was rocking with Devin, we was rocking with Shakur, we was rocking with Tank. We was just trying to get our fighters in the door. Windy City Assassin salute. We was just trying to get our fighters in the door. But soon as Devin and Bill got in the door, them motherfuckers turned around and say, fuck everybody. Like, they just forgot where the fuck they came from and was just like, fuck everybody. And I'm like, well, damn. We was just chilling together. You feel me? We was just chilling together. Now all of this right here, and that's some bullshit right there. And like the boxing fans did it. But yeah, and then so that was one break in it when Devin said fuck everybody. Then, you know, Devin tried to steal Earl shit that he the boogeyman. And then Bill was on an aggressive approach trying to promote his son. And a lot of us wasn't buying we wasn't buying the produce that he was getting. So he was getting mad at us and calling us coons and all types of people because we wouldn't believe their lies and everything. So that started some shit. And then, you know, the ducking situation. Y'all give me 1 second. But yeah. Oh yeah, that Bill and Devin shit with the Gary Russell shit. Yeah, that was another flashpoint. But then the box community got divided even more when Shakur walked in the ring on Devin. Then everybody felt like Shakur should have waited his turn. Like, who does Shakur think he is trying to press King Devin? So, you know, Devin Haney fans got mad at Shakur because Shakur didn't want to sit around and wait no more. Right? So then Earl ain't want to give Terrence Crawford 50-50 at first. So people start hating on Earl. Even though Crawford wasn't selling pay-per-views. Then when Shakur so that happened. So everybody got mad at Shakur because he wanted to fight Devin. Well, they knew Shakur was going to school Devin because Bill said it. Bill said if Shakur ever moved to 135, they was going to 140. Like they said when Shakur and Devin used to spar. If Devin could ever hit Shakur, that was a good day. So Shakur already knew that he could beat Devin. So that pissed them off. Then they start saying like fighters don't have their fathers. So and then when George Kambosos hold on one second. So then they wanted Shakur to take less than 25%. And then Shakur was like, well, hold on. Why should I give you all this money if I can get better if the WBC will give me 30%? So they got mad at Shakur trying to get over, trying to say he was getting more than what he was worth, when the only thing Shakur was trying to do was get his worth. So they wouldn't do that, right? So then Devin vacates, and they didn't want to bid on his fight for Sandor Martin, so he had to vacate. They got mad about that. Exactly, Rod Walker. He passes along mug shots. He does all this and that, but as soon as you do it to his son, it's a problem. As soon as you don't agree with his son, there's a problem. And y'all make sure y'all smack the like button. And you know, I still need 4 more people to donate to the grind. Can I get 4 people on the grind today? Well, you know, Devin felt like he was a pay-per-view star. See, the thing that Devin and Bill got wrong, they thought once they got the belts, that means that they were stars. And what people don't realize, them belts don't make you stars. Like sometimes the belts, all that does is, you know, the belts help. The belts help, but you know. So you know that's how they do. So you know how that shit be. They try to do it like that, get that shit right there, and then it's, you know how that be. Yeah, belts don't mean, because like, and Jermaine Taylor, he was undisputed. He was never a star. And like if Shakur didn't have his belts, I'm just saying Shakur wouldn't have, like, he would have probably, well, his star status went down. And that's because bad management. Like they've been moving Shakur wrong anyway. Like Shakur, he needs a better team to move him correctly, because the way they've been moving Shakur, it ain't been correct. Like Turkey might have paid Shakur nicely and everything, but allowing them to put you on undercards, allowing them to motherfucking put you on Thursday and shit, like that brings your stock value down. I mean, it brings your stock value down. But we in the time where boxers are making an unprecedented amount of money any fucking way because they're getting paid nicely. Like I say, 99.2% of all boxers never get $1 million for one fight. So for them to be able to get $1 million per fight, that shows that, you know, they've had some teams like Jay Prince has been getting Shakur money. Bill has, well, Eddie Hearns got Devin and them getting money. They had been getting money, but Eddie Hearns also overpaid. Devin Johnson, salute, brother. Daryl Thigpen, salute, King. Peace and blessings. So, you know, they've also overpaid for a lot of this shit too. And see, the thing is about overpaying, once a person gets used to getting overpaid, then it gives a false balance. It's like a false sense of worth. And like they felt like that they was worth more than what they really was. And that right there fucked up the balance, really. It fucked up the market. So the market is off. That's why when Devin and them start asking for a certain amount of money, and you know, Eddie Hearns, that's why he didn't want to bid on the Sandor Martin fight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he was definitely not about to bid on that. Because Devin had a chance to be a pay-per-view star. And his fans can say what the fuck they want to say. But Devin he was able to benefit from the Floyd Mayweather effect as well. He fought George Kambosos twice. Both times in Australia, it did over 35,000 people viewing. Over 35,000 came to watch the fight. So he had a little base. His first pay-per-view, he did it with Vasil Lomachenko. They did 150,000 pay-per-view buys. Now, 150,000 pay-per-view buys, that's a success. Terrence Crawford hasn't done 150 pay-per-view buys except for what he did with Earl Spence. For real. And then he had a chance to do at least 200 to 300 if he would have did the rematch with Lomachenko. Everybody was talking about that rematch. That would have made Devin a bona fide pay-per-view star. And it would have showed that he's not running from the work. He's not running from oppression. If he would have got back in that ring and he would have got right in there with Loma and did an immediate rematch, that right there would have solidified his name base. Yeah, he did. Daryl Thigpen, he did. I ended up giving him like 2. I gave him 2 myself, but I know his mama probably took it. You know, I don't even want to talk about her, but you know. Yeah, Amir Khan and Bud, that did 140,000, and I think didn't they do that in England? I think they did that over there overseas. If I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking they did it overseas. Hold on one second. All right, let's see. See if I can pull up my computer real quick. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm getting this uploaded real quick. Crush the Legend, salute, brother. Aunt McQueen, what's going on? Well, yeah, Amir Khan and shit. And then he fought Crawford. And he fought Sean Porter only did 130,000. So like Earl Spence and Sean did 325. It's just like Bud had a way of pissing off his fans. Well, he also said he didn't need fans. You know what I'm saying? He said he didn't need us to support him. Like we supposed to support him regardless. Like y'all know how Bud is. Bud is Bud. Bud Crawford don't care about American fans. The American fan base really didn't mean much to him. Yeah, Bud had a chance to be a superstar as well if he would have took the Pacquiao fight. But his team moved funny and they fucked up the Pacquiao fight. Bud could have been the A side to Earl for real, for real. But, you know, people making bad decisions. Shout out to my brother J.A. Dixon in the building. Salute. Salute. All right, I got the thing pulled up real quick. So now, let's see if we can do this now. Okay. Yeah, Bud disrespected all the fans, J.A. Dixon, and then you know, it's funny how people that disrespect the fans and then get mad when the fans don't show up. But you gotta realize like you did it to yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people was trying to support Bud, but everybody always said like Bud took the only tough fight he took before Earl Spence was Yuriorkis Gamboa. The rest of them fights didn't really push Bud. They didn't make Bud have to dig in his bag for us. Like, all right, let me see if I can get this. Hold on 1 second. I'm about to pull this up. And can I get folk? Yeah, Bud holding hands and shit with the motherfuckers interlocked. Don't just say holding hands. Say interlocking hands. Hold on. Bad Boys interlocking. This the one thing I never thought I'd see though. I never thought I'd see Bud with his fingers interlocked with another man. But you know, see if I can pull this up for y'all real quick. But I'm gonna tell you, my nigga Richardson Hitchison. Shout out to Richardson Hitchison though. And hold on.
Hey, give me a kiss for he comes back.
Wait a minute. They said they told me Haney trying to come down to 140.
Nah, he don't want to come back and do that.
Wait,
you know, ever since I became champion, Haney got the fuck up out of there.
Shit. Now, Bill, wait, hold up, Bill, before you answer, Bill.
I'll tell you one thing. I was on vacation, and now I'm back working. I'm scouting.
You scouting?
Yeah, I'm scouting. I'm scouting.
You scouting?
Champ.
Oh, that's why you got
champ.
June 14th, I'm gonna show him what his son should have done to George Kambosos.
Oh shit!
But what he did, it was cool boxing, it was whatever. But when I'm about to do this to one of his son's best wins, it's gonna be nasty.
Wait a minute, I'm a troublemaker. Now I'm gonna tell you, they said Times Square was kind of boring.
Yeah,
they said people went to sleep.
Oh, we gonna wake him up this fight.
Just be careful. Eat wisely,
right?
Eat smartly.
Okay.
Because Kambosos ain't nothing just easy to chew.
Right.
Devin made it look like that.
Gotcha.
Kambosos a good fighter. I'm expecting a good match between two tremendously talented
Let's
fighters.
talk about it.
And I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be watching. But I'm scouting right now.
And there it is. Richardson Hitchison wants to smoke with Devin. Every time I see that pussy ass dude, bro, I get tired of seeing damn George Kambosos, man. Like the nigga looks so goddamn fake, bro. Like I don't even know how Rich is bragging on a fight like this. The fact that Richard Hitchison is even bragging on a fight like this, it should be motherfucking comical. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to the park because Richard Hitchison, he wants Devin Haney next. He told the nigga he want him next. And we've been trying to see them fight each other for a minute anyway. Right? We've been seeing that. And I actually want to see that fight, actually. But my boy back in the business as well. Shout out to my nigga Maul. I'm gonna have to play y'all one thing by Maul. Yeah, Richard Hitchison talking about he gonna show what you supposed to do to George Kambosos. What you gonna do? Box him too? It ain't like you about to go out there and put punishment on that motherfucker, dog. But
he back. He back. So
that shit don't bother me, bro.
remember
I don't
all
give a
that
fuck,
shit you
bro. What
talking
you
about.
talking about?
All that shit you talking about. I'm like if when I knock you out,
Yeah.
I'm a stomp on your ass.
All right, we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
So keep talking. Keep running your mouth. Mister, keep running your mouth. Watch. I'm gonna show you.
That's what he say. All right,
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. You can't fuck with me. I'm gonna show you.
All right, Sean, did you have one more question or no?
Yeah, and thank you, Jamal. Thomas, you know, you've talked about your rebuild. You've won 9 fights in a row, 4 by knockout since losing to Laura.
You can't fuck with me. He won 9 fights. He did this. Nigga, I'm a spit on your ass, nigga. When I get to you, don't say nothing.
You're too emotional, champ. Go ahead, Sean.
I'm gonna show you how much emotional I am.
All right, you're right. Go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry, bro.
I enjoy the passion between the fighters, so it's all good. But what do you think you've actually gotten better at in the ring in those
Nothing.
9 fights?
The nigga bum. The nigga's
you're right.
bum.
All right, so you fighting a bum. All right, so you fighting a bum.
You a fucking
fuck
bum.
is you talking about?
You a fucking bum.
Fuck is you talking about, bro?
You a
like,
fucking
shut
bum.
Up. Like,
nigga, you
up.
a fucking
shut
bum.
Up, bro.
You want to be black
up.
so bad. You want to
like,
be
what?
black so bad.
There's something. I don't know, guys.
So like Thomas, I'm gonna beat your ass. You know that. I'm back. He back. He back.
Shout out to my nigga Jamal. He say he back. He say Cornflake is going down. Now, obviously, Cornflake is on a 9-fight win streak with 4 knockouts. You feel me? But Jamal Charlo don't give no fucks. Cornflakes, he said the nigga should have been frosted. Because he said he about to sweeten this nigga up and put him down, man. He said he about to sweeten this nigga up and put him down. No Fly say bro name is Cornflake. Hey, can I get 4 people to support the grind for the day, man? I'm out here working by myself. I'm flying dolo. You feel me? I'm flying dolo. But I'm glad to see this type of motherfucking action, though. Okay, Jamal Charlo, he say he back. He fighting Cornflake. He say Cornflake is getting spanked. I want to see it. Lee Jackson, salute, brother. I want to see him go out there and spank Mr. Cornflake. You see? Let that man spank that ass then. But yeah, can I get 4 more people to support the grind for the day? I need 4 people to support the grind for today, if that's possible. And I remember I was talking to y'all earlier about the Calvin Ford situation. I'm about to pull it up now. Shout out to my nigga KO Boxing, y'all. If y'all not subscribed to KO, make sure y'all subscribe to my brother, man. KO a bad motherfucker, dog. But yeah, let me get 4 people to support the grind for the day, bro. We out here. We out here grinding.
Gervonta Tank Davis.
Hold on, I gotta get this shit fixed. What the fuck did I press?
Y'all ain't built like that, bro.
Yeah, salute. If you ain't subscribed to my nigga Knockout, make sure y'all subscribe to him. And like I said, I just need 4 people to support the grind for the day. Just give me 4 of them. 4 people support the grind.
Gervonta Davis might have been alluding to Calvin Ford. And he talked about loyalty. And he talked about being betrayed in the sport of boxing and why he was so upset leading up to the first Lamont Roach fight. I think the video that I just watched, bro, might have a whole lot to do with it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. We also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I ask that you join the channel as a member, drop super chats and super things when you come by the live streams, the videos that we do, and hit me up if you want to debate. Knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. Now, I just watched the Box Raw commercial. The Box Raw commercial that Calvin Ford did out of the Upton Gym. And you have certain content creators that are saying that, oh, GTD Promotions, now in partnership with Turkey, there's a partnership. Calvin Ford got a partnership with Turkey, Riyadh season. I'm not going there because all they did was give Calvin Ford and his youngins a bunch of equipment and a bunch of things to have them promote, and maybe probably pay Calvin Ford some money to have him promote Box Raw, and then the ring went over there to shoot the commercial or whatever. So I'm sure Calvin probably got some bread off of it. I'm sure that the kids got a lot of equipment. And I honestly believe, this is my opinion, bro. Ain't nobody told me this shit. I believe this has probably something to do with why Tank and Calvin Ford had a lot of tension recently, bro. And why they haven't saw eye to eye. And why Calvin might have got demoted and Barry Hunter brought in, and why it might be looking like, because Calvin Ford shot that commercial. I don't know when the commercial was shot. I just know that shit was in the Upton Gym. The Upton Gym is in Baltimore, Maryland. Tank is training in Florida, bro. Calvin can't be two places at once, dog. Okay? So, if Tank is in Florida training and shit, and Calvin is shooting commercials in goddamn Baltimore, Maryland, who the hell is training Tank? Like I said, I told y'all Kevin Cunningham, but you know, KO don't know shit. What I'm telling y'all is that Box Raw has a huge partnership with Turkey. Ring is obviously owned by Turkey. Tank Davis has made it clear his feelings about Turkey Al-Sheikh. And Calvin Ford still made a decision to still do some sort of partnership, some sort of commercial, some sort of marketing deal with them, to where they're shooting commercial. He putting his kids on camera, Coach Squeeze on camera, they all on camera, promoting Turkey Al-Sheikh's partnership brand Boxing Raw, and letting Ring Magazine cameras in there to do the shooting. Now, I don't know about y'all or how well y'all know Tank or how big of Tank fans y'all are, but I could see how Tank Davis would be rubbed the wrong way like that, because he drew the line in the sand. He drew the line in the sand. Look, bro, I'm not going over there. They're going over there to get their money because they have to go over there to fight. I'm good making money right here. I don't feel like Turkey know what he's doing. He look like a coat over there. So forth and so on. Let it be known he's not rocking with Turkey. And then Calvin Ford goes into a partnership with the person that Tank said he ain't rocking with. To me, the big news ain't drawing some stretchy, reachy, oh shit, okay, so Ring Magazine shot it and Boxing Raw is working with Turkey and Turkey posted it, so Tank must be cool with it because Calvin had the GTD shirt on, so Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions got to be working with Turkey Al-Sheikh, because otherwise, that ain't it, bro. Tank ain't messing with Turkey. Calvin is, bro. Tank ain't rocking with Turkey. Calvin is. And that is probably why his ass got demoted. That is probably why there's been some tension in their camp here recently and lately. And Tank still being loyal. Look, bro, you still be part of the corner and shit, but I don't like that shit. And Calvin probably looking at it like, look, bro, I got kids outside of you. This is a good deal for them to get publicity. This is a good deal for them to be on in the Ring Magazine and have them promoted or whatever, get some free equipment and so forth and so on. So he's looking at it from, I got to do this for people outside of you. And I'm pretty sure Tank's looking at it like you wouldn't even have this opportunity if I wasn't me, bro. Like two grown men probably seeing it their way and doing what they think is best, and now it's a lot of tension and probably some rebuilding need to be done. To me, that was the bombshell. That was the big news that dropped, bro. Was damn, okay, so Calvin fucking with Turkey. And Calvin trying to throw a little, a little Oliver. He got his GTD shirt. Look, Tank is still GTD. It's still GTD, bro. Y'all make sure y'all get this shit. Y'all come over and shoot this camera. We'll take your equipment, but Tank mad at me. I still got to represent, bro. GTD. Calvin got a ton of shirts, man. He got a ton of shirts he could have wore for that commercial. He could have wore an Upton Gym shirt. Yeah, they giving away boxing raw shit. He could have wore a boxing raw shirt. He could have wore anything, but he trying to let it be known it's GTD, bro. I think now we know. This is just my opinion. I think now we know the tension between Tank and Calvin, bro. Calvin went off on his own and got his little deal, the partnership or whatever he doing with Boxing Raw and Ring and Turkey. And Tank don't like that shit, bro. And you know he don't like it because if it wasn't an issue, somebody tell me why Calvin got demoted, because Tank been knocking shit out under Calvin his whole goddamn career. Somebody like, if what I'm saying don't make sense, somebody please let me know what else it could be. Because the whole little shit about, Tank is working with Turkey and Team GTD is working with Turkey. Calvin is not in control of Tank Davis's career, number one. Number two, Calvin has lost a foothold within Tank Davis camp to where he was up here head trainer, this and it, and now he done took a step back. We'll see if he comes back up for this rematch with Lamont Rhodes, but the Upton Gym in general, bro, from Calvin to Kenny, like the cats out of the Upton, like they took a step back within Tank Davis's camp. And I'm guessing, educated guess, this commercial right here explains it all. Because this commercial just got shot or just got dropped or whatever. They had to be in talks. And Tank knew they was in talks. They had to negotiate some shit. And Tank knew they was negotiating some shit. They had to schedule for them to come and shoot the commercial, schedule for when all the kids was going to all be there at the same time. All the kids ain't in the gym at the same time. You ain't got enough equipment, bro. So this had to be scheduled, thought out, agreed to, negotiated, and all the while Tank is probably looking at Calvin. Again, just my opinion, like, damn, bro, for real? You seen what I said, and you gonna do that shit anyway, but you know, we ain't moving like that. Like, what you doing? Calvin probably feel like he doing what's best for the kid. Just my opinion, bro. I don't even know if I'm right or wrong. I just know there's definitely some tension there. There was definitely something that changed in their camp. Definitely that simpatico, you know what I'm saying? That shorthand that they had. People always tell me how Calvin could give Tank that prison talk. He could motivate Tank like couldn't nobody else motivate him. That shit wasn't their last fight. And I'm guessing this little turkey shit that Calvin Ford is doing probably got something to do with it. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment below, smash a like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon, man. Peace.
Shout out to my brother KO, man. KO be cooking in there, bro. Say what you want. My boy KO be cooking. And I ain't even noticed that, but y'all know Tank, he does not want to have shit to do with turkey a la shitty. But thinking about cooking, can I get 4 people to support the grind for the day? I'm about to cook in on this right here. I got the link pinned right there. Anybody else want to hop up here and get a take on it? But can we get 4 people to support the grind for the day? I need 4 people in the Cash App or the PayPal. Support the grind. But yeah, shit kind of crazy because Tank, now I'm not saying it's true or not, but we all know how Tank feels about turkey a la shitty. We already know. We know Tank don't want shit to do with him. He don't want to be bothered with that man right there. And Calvin and Turkey be pressing his luck right there. So, you know, it's kind of crazy. And what is Calvin not getting enough from Tank? Because we do remember when Bill was sitting there saying, remember when Bill was trying to talk shit, talking about, well, Tank Davis don't even be paying his people like that. So, you know, who knows what's going on right there, honestly. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to speculate. I don't even know what the hell going down with it. But shit be crazy as hell, though. I just hope they get that shit fixed. Because, you know, like I say, boxing is more mental than it is physical. And if a boxer's mental's off, his physical damn well gonna be off as well. So Tank and them need to get back in there and get the shit back together, get that chemistry back, do what they do. Like crack a few eggs, sit there, have a heart to heart, do whatever. Fresh Baker, you said Ford didn't get demoted. Well, he wasn't the leading coach the last fight. I think it was Hunter, wasn't it? Yeah, but see, Rod, that comes from that Willie Lynch shit. They always try to divide and conquer us as well. You feel what I'm saying? They always try to divide and conquer us. You know what I'm saying? So they just see an easy outlook. And it may not be nothing, B-Dog. Who knows? You feel me? But I do know this. Whatever it is, they need to get that shit under handle. They need to get it under wraps. Because I don't think they can make it if they don't. And that's real talk right there. If they don't get that shit together, they're not gonna make it. Like Tank is a supremely skilled fighter. He's very supremely skilled. But like I don't think he'll have a problem with this Roach fight. Not that. And shout out to my nigga Animalistic in the Cash App with the $2 holler. I appreciate you, Animal. Can I get 3 more people to support the grind for the day? Y'all know I just try to reach the 5 people goal. I don't care what you're saying. Just can I get 3 more people to support the grind for the day? 5 people support. That's all I ask for. Not being monetized. This channel ain't gonna never get monetized. I'm just letting y'all know that now. And I did go live on the other channel as well. But I'm gonna put it in the Discord, but start Monday, we're gonna just start going from the other channel so I can try to get that one monetized again. Because that one I just need like 500 more subscribers. I get that monetized, so I need to start working on that because they already let me know. Nah, that's my Nah, that's not me doing that, bro. That's my sister. She putting the dishes up. She ain't think y'all can hear her. Ronnie Bravo got them damn ears, boy. Nah, see, I'm in the other room. She didn't think y'all can hear her, but Yeah. Yeah, team divided is problematic. That's the way that should be. But all teams had divisions. Even Floyd and his dad had a division. You feel me? Yeah, you straight, Ronnie. But yeah, I know, James. I got that motherfucking studio mic. I should know because it pick up all the music shit, so I should know that shit. I mean, Tanya, yeah, they've been having stuff with Box Raw, but Box Raw just made it. They now partnerships with Turkey though. Box Raw wasn't always like that. You know what I'm saying? But Turkey is like a damn disease. He's spreading his filth to everything. Like Turkey he done bought the Ring magazine. Like Turkey is spreading. He like a cancer. He's a cancer to the boxing culture. And this is what he's doing. He's spreading his wings and letting it fly, I guess. I'm gonna have to get that, Rod. I'm gonna have to get one of those. Hell yeah. But anyway, like the Tank and the Roach fight, I feel like I said, Tank gonna put the man down. It's gonna be good. Like whatever Calvin and Tank, they done been together too long. I hated that Earl and Derek James broke up because that was my favorite duo right there. But you know what they say, money messes up a lot of shit. And I used to talk to Derrick James all the time. I used to watch Earl down there boxing. You know, I thought the motherfuckers was peaches and herb. You feel me? But yeah, like they say, all good things come to an end. So, you know, I mean, and I hate to weigh in on that shit because, you know, Earl was getting that upfront money, which wasn't much. But then, you know, he was getting that back end money, and Derrick James wasn't, you know, allowed it to that money right there. And a lot of that shit, well, I can't really say what a person is entitled to. You feel what I'm saying? Like he should have made a contract with Earl that he received part of the back end as well. Because you can't say what a person's worth. You can only say what a person negotiates for. You feel me? And if he didn't negotiate for it, you really can't really say nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So like, shit, that's the way that shit went with that right there, basically. But yeah, and to make it be known, Big Dog Willie ain't here, but yeah, Gervonta Tank Davis is not fighting no fucking Jake Paul. That has already been debunked. Plus, people not even looking at it. Gervonta Tank Davis is 135 pounds. Jake Paul is fighting at almost 200 pounds. What weight class would they fight at? Like, ain't nobody told me that yet. What weight class would they fight at? Can't nobody answer that. Because the motherfuckers ain't fighting shit. But it's funny how detractors, they try to push any type of fucking narrative. And all of it just be Gervonta Tank Davis hating. I don't understand it. When they sit there and say we don't come together, but the first thing they want to do is hate. I don't get it, but shit. It was going to be an exhibition. And y'all know Abdullah Mason and them, he got ducked by, what's your boy name? Hold up. Kid Austin. Kid Austin ducked Abdullah Mason as well. They tried to make the fight, and Kid Austin and his dad turned the fight down. You feel me? They turned it down. So Kid Austin, we can add him to the list of ducks. Him and Auntie Schofield, they didn't want that work. They didn't want that work at all. I guess they already knew what it was. They already knew. Speaking of work, I just need 3 more people to support the grind for the day. Can I get 3 of them in the Cash App or the PayPal? If not, it's all good, bro. But I would appreciate 3 people to support the grind for the day. That's it. You said Jake Paul is using his whack ass fight with Chavez Jr. One thing I can say, well, GM, you said why wouldn't he fight Abdullah? I mean, that's true, but I guess Shakur is tested. But B-Dog, Jake used a tank name to build up that whack ass fight with Chavez Jr. Well, shit, Chavez Jr., he was also a fighter, though. We seen what happened when Jake Paul actually did fight a boxer. Like Tommy Fury actually boxed his head in with a fucking jab. We did actually see that. See, you know, and only thing I do, I just use the microphone we use in the studio. I don't know much about mics. You know, I'm not that real electronic savvy or whatever they call that shit. So, you know, I don't really know too much about it. So, you know, I just go with that right there. I don't really know. I just go off what I know. Yeah. But you said real shit. But you know, Shakur is more tried and trusted. They try to say Abdullah got a lot of holes. You know, Shakur ain't really got all them holes that Abdullah got. But Abdullah, I feel like he's a more tougher opponent. You know, Abdullah gets down with the get down. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but Shakur, you know, he got that defense, he got that awareness, he got that IQ. So, you know, they would probably think that Shakur would be a tougher match than Abdullah. You know, Abdullah's still young, still wet behind the ears. So, you know, I don't know, man. I don't really know. But either way, it is what it is on that shit right there. Kid Austin, he'd never be more than a B-ranked fighter anyway, honestly. He'd never be more than a B-ranked fighter. So, you know, you should expect it. Abdullah Mason, though, he going against Jeremiah Nakathila. That's a good match right there. If he don't keep his head on straight, Nakathila might knock his shit through a loop. Who knows? You never know. Nakathila got power. You know, Shakur felt that power and outboxed him. But you remember Nakathila, he go out there. Milan say if Kid Austin had heart, could have had a Rolly type career with the star power. Probably could. His dad is too off-putting. Like his dad gets on people's nerves and everything. So you know that right there is what really throws people off fucking with him right there. You feel me? Y'all give me 1 second. Hell yeah. So yeah. Well shit. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off for the day. I appreciate everybody for coming through. And shout out to my nigga Thrill Hill and Animalistic for supporting the grind for the day. About to go out here, probably handle some things. I appreciate everybody for coming through. I guess Dr. Key will be back here tomorrow. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to my nigga Justin Hawkins in the building. Salute Aunt McQueen, GM, B-Dog, Rod Walker, Tanya, James, Ronnie Bravo. Hold on, what is this? Okay. Salute to everybody. I'm going to try starting back on my other channel tomorrow. Shout out to my nigga All Things. So I can get that shit monetized back. That way I can start making more videos and shit. Because shit, Don't like making damn videos, and the motherfuckers be doing shit too, and I don't even get paid for it, but they be sitting there putting commercials and shit on it anyway. They be pimping the system. But salute to everybody out there. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, man.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Hop out and leave them holding like the Bible. AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point, 6-2, gon' split 'em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops Draco. I got them all, you don't want none.